Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Shut up! Panther 60! Panther 60!
54! Mike 54!
Hey, watch the ball!
And they begin with a quick throw out left. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Too easy.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
70 Lions! 70 Lions!
Double up.
They go play action with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. You work out, you go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Ready, set!
54!
70 Lions!
4! Switch out!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
60 Bison!
2nd down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a
51
little
to Mike,
extra
boy,
aggressive
51.
trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hey, watch
A
the slant.
3-yard loss
Watch
to
the
start the
slant.
drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Boom.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Cut. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change?
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella, 85 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come 19, Pioneer. We want it. Come.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Hey, let's go. 19, Tiger, 19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on, O. Come on, O. Mike's 50.
Panther 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf. That's my thing, 19.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jared Davis just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. 20, 10.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Hightower, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
70 Timberwolf. Panther 60.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A quick toss outright, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback.
Yeah, baby.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
60 Bison.
Out of the gun now on third down. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at about the 32. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On second down, it's Logan, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 Pirates.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pull it together.
60 Mavericks.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of the team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now.
Let's go. Let's calm the crouch. Army.
Hawk 70.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Okay, break.
Mike 5-4.
Dragon 60.
Target.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught off the deflection. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense. And in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This is out quickly to the right, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Get ready. Get ready.
Oh, that's money in the bank, baby. On the ready.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Brate, the tight end's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's it, baby.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Liking 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That's it, baby.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Throwing is Hurts.
You got heavy. Give me some. Give me some.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A very good return there. Yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You got him.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown, baby.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Look at those stick skills. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're built.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm coming.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 48 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead is down to 2. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting.